All right, hey, it's me, Lottie. Today I'm gonna just break down Go Ahead and Do Your Thing and how I recorded it, and we're gonna talk a little bit about what I did to put all the tracks together. The DAW that I use is GarageBand. I love GarageBand for its simplicity, and when you're limited on what you can do, I feel like it can expand my creativity. And it's really easy and user friendly for me personally. Eventually, I'll move on to Logic Pro, but for right now, I'm gonna do one thing at a time. And yeah, I'm happy with how this song came out. And honestly, um, this song came about over the course of like 2 months, maybe. I actually started with the lyrics first. The song was originally for an assignment for I was taking sync licensing courses online, and the song was basically a part of an assignment for a brief. I had to. It required this, and this. It had to be uplifting, empowering, girl power, encouraging, just inspirational, and I love that. All of that, those themes in general. So this is the song that it came from that anyway. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's exactly how I heard it in my head, basically. And yeah, let's dive in. So all in all, we have the drum track, which I programmed on my iPad first. So I programmed the drum track on my iPad first, and then I transferred what I had worked on my iPad to my project in GarageBand on my computer. So I'm gonna mute all of the instruments that I have. On this song, I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No, I didn't use that. 20, 21 tracks. That's pretty much my standard for any song that I do. So this is the drum. I didn't even label this, actually. I should probably label that now. Okay. Labeling is very important because it helps you keep track of what instruments are on what track, and it helps you navigate where you are in your workspace easier. So here's the drum track first. This is the intro here. Here's the drum track. Basic, you know. Yep. Okay, so that's the drum track, and then that's the verse, and then I added some claps at the chorus. Actually, they're more like finger snaps. Yeah, but they're subtle. And then I put bongos in the chorus. You hear it a little bit. Okay, and then the bass. So I put the drums and the bass go together. And when I mix, I'll generally mix the bass with the kick drum so that they're more on par. It is basic that I use with this. Oh, it actually works. Oh, so yeah, with this baby. And then the guitars come in. So the guitars, I like to record. I do stereo. So I'll actually do double the guitar track. So I'll play through the entire song from start to finish, and then I'll do it again. And the first guitar track, I'll pan to the left, so you're listening to it in the left side of your earphones. And then the second time that I play the guitar, I pan it to the right, so that you can hear it in the right side of the headphones, so it creates this stereo sound. So I enjoy doing that I do that with all the songs that I do pretty much, and it comes out like this. See, one's panned to the left right here, and this one's panned to the right. So I do all the way through, and I make sure that they match up, the frequencies are aligned. And honestly, there were times I messed up, so if I mess up, it's okay. I could just cut and paste, copy and paste. That's the beauty of digital workspaces. Yeah. And so the guitar all the way through, and I also like to color code my tracks, as you can see. Red is percussion, and I've got this little sticky note here so that I don't forget. Drums are the red, bass green, guitar yellow, vocals blue, harmonies light blue, synth piano is orange, and strings are pink, and brass is purple, because I like to put trumpet in my songs. I love that. Yeah, so bass is green. Okay, next we've got the vocals. And on my vocal chain, first this is the lead vocal. And even though this says lead vocals here, ignore that. It's not lead vocals, it's harmony vocals. It's light blue. Okay, so here's my verse 1.
Time flies faster when you're always online. Searching for something to fill the void deep inside. Tears of rejection roll down your face.
And you hear the reverb on there. The chorus, you got it, girl. That's the part I did on my iPad. Yes, it's coming back to me. But this is my vocal chain for the lead vocals. I have a noise gate, a de-esser, which is very important for sibilants, to get rid of sibilants. The MVT meter 2 helps me gain stage the track, make sure the signal is strong enough to feed through the rest of the plugins, basically. Wider, this plugin is my favorite. I use it sparingly, but it creates more of a stereo sound. It's by Polyverb. It's actually free to download. But yeah, I really love that because it creates that thick sound when you don't want to double the vocals, which is another technique that you can use to double the make it sound thick. And then what else? I have a compressor, and I've got two compressors actually. I really like this compressor by Arbox. It's very user friendly, and this compressor, here's the compression added here, and you can actually make these together, combine the two so that when you add more compression, it adjusts the gain automatically. It's super easy to use, and I like to use it for that reason, because I like easy. I did use some pitch correction on there. Channel EQ, very important when you're EQing. Again, so I like to cut around 200 to 500 kilohertz, because that's where a lot of that boxiness sound comes from when you're recording at home. It's a tendency to have that boxy sound. I dropped some of the highs because the sibilance was really strong in those frequencies, those higher frequencies. And then I automatically will get rid of some of that 80 kilohertz and lower and below, just to get rid of any rumbles, because there's nothing there. Like, I'll play it and
not really sure,
see the wave. Oops. There's nothing down there.
What's meant for you is still on the way.
See? Yeah, so I like this EQ. There are better EQs out there. This is just the stock EQ that comes with GarageBand, and it allows me to see the waves, the wave frequencies, and where to cut and where to add boost where it needs to boost. I think that's it for this. And okay, so that's the lead chorus, and then the harmony. I doubled the harmony on this part here.
Got it, girl. Dance, you see. Dance your heart out and celebrate. Don't follow the crowd, that's so boring.
So that part there, I panned right, like, looks like -25, and I panned left so that it creates that stereo sound again with the vocals. And it's only that part, and then I go into the yep, go ahead and do your thing. So I'll play a little bit of it.
So boring. Just go ahead and do your thing. Yep, go ahead and do your thing. Yep, go ahead and do your thing. Yep, go ahead and do your thing.
Okay, and also I learned on this song I have 2 pairs of headphones, and I heard a little bit of the bleed, the noise bleed from when I was singing. So these are open back headphones, and the sound comes out when you're recording. So I learned that I cannot wear these when I'm singing, when I'm tracking my vocals. I have a separate pair of headphones that I use at the same time. So when I'm singing or playing guitar or recording, I have to use these because they're closed back. And when they're closed back, the sound's not seeping through. So I made that mistake. So these are for when I'm mixing, if I need to mix, or adjusting levels. This is for when I'm recording. So I have to have both of these at the same time. Okay, so I'm always switching headphones, like, and making sure, because you'll get that bleed in the back, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but if you wanted to isolate those vocals, you're going to hear that bleed in the back. Okay, so now, okay, I got the harmony. So I did the harmony, first I did this harmony first.
Let's go ahead and do your thing. Yep, go ahead and do your thing. Yep.
And then I added these in.
Yep, go ahead and do your thing. Yep, go ahead and do your thing.
See, you could actually probably kind of heard the bleed, but it's okay because I'm not planning on isolating those vocals. So you learn as you go. Okay, so now that I have that, I got all the vocals down. Let's see what that sounds like a cappella without the instruments.
You got it, girl, oh, can't you see? Dance your heart out and celebrate. Don't follow the crowd, that's so boring. Just go ahead and do your thing. Yep, go ahead and do your thing. Yep, go ahead and do your thing. Yep, go ahead and do your thing.
All right, so that's all the vocals, and then I added the piano at the chorus. The drums. So there's piano, and then synthesizers are my thing. I don't know why. Why do I like synthesizers so much? I don't even know. But this synthesizer at the beginning, I wanted to fill it in, so I use a synth pad at the beginning with this.
Time flies faster when
Can you hear it? And then I also added this. Boom, 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 boom. Tension rolled down the face. Not really sure which path you should take. What's meant for you is still on the way. And then this transition effect. I really like that. I wanted like a swoosh. It took me a long time to find that, but I finally found this little sound effect, and it worked for that transition. And then you go into some more synths that move, a little bit more movement in the chorus with the synths.
Dance, you see, dance your heart out and celebrate. Don't follow the crowd, that's so boring. Just go ahead and do your
Here it is.
thing. Yep, yep. Go ahead and do your thing. Go ahead and do your thing. Yep, yep. Go ahead and do your thing.
And I pan this right.
Do what feels right and trust.
It's this here. Then the move. And then I added these. I like the. There's a lot of going on in the center with the vocals. The lead vocals are in the center, so I wanted to make sure that everything wasn't like piled on top of each other. So I made sure I wanted to pan some of those synthesizers, some of those instruments, because I didn't want everything just to be center. I wanted to create movement and interest and all that stuff. So yeah, and then the ending, it's just a cappella with the lead vocals, the harmonies, and the guitar and the bongos.
Yep, yep. Go ahead and do your thing. Yep, yep. Go ahead and do your thing. Yep, yep. Go ahead and do your thing. Go ahead and do your thing.
You hear it? You can kind of hear the bleed from, I think it's the guitar. You can hear the drum track bleed, and it is what it is. I've learned my lesson now. I know not to do that again. Oh yeah, there's a part I would go back and, so when I was mixing this song, I was going back and forth from, my ultimate test for a song is what it sounds like on my stereo monitors, and then I go to my car and then listen to in my headphones, like my Bose headphones that I use for leisurely. I test those three for the mix, and because the car is where most people listen to the music, I know I do, and in my headphones, and then I test it at low volume and a higher volume to see what it sounds like. And mixing takes the longest time for me, but I'm getting better because the more you do anything, the faster you get at it. So, but when I was mixing it, there was a part that I had to leave out, and it was this this part right here. It was at the chorus. And you see where it says pure kick bass? It's like this. I could bring it up now because I didn't use it. It's like this. Here, I'll play it. It's like a knocking. I'll mute these so you can hear it. It sounds like a heartbeat. You hear it?
Just go ahead and do your thing.
So no matter how much I turned that down, you still heard it. So I was like, I'm taking it out. It was just rock. It's competing with the bass too, which was not what I wanted, and it didn't leave room for the bass. So I took it out. Yeah. It added like stomp. Really you feel it. I know I felt it when I was in the car. I was like, what the heck? I thought my windows were gonna shatter. It was so powerful. Okay, but yeah, that part I had to take out. That had to go. So that did not make it to the final cut, unfortunately, but everything else did. And this song, my master track, I also came across this fantastic plugin by Waves. It's called the CLA Mixdown. Basically, it gives you a head start on your mix. So it comes with, it's basically like a glue compressor, and it comes with an output, a drive. You didn't use that for this, but the glue I did. I turned the glue up until it was like 2 to 3 decibels of gain reduction, and then I put the treble up to make it a little bit brighter, so that's on. So I really only use these two, the glue, which is the compressor, and then the treble. And yeah, that's a beautiful plugin. I'm so glad that I downloaded that. What else did I do? Ozone 11, that's I EQ'd the whole entire mix, and I wanted that high end, the treble to be a little bit higher. And yeah, automation. Oh boy, there's a lot of automation in this song. Mostly panning. If you could see, you see how on this verse with the
Time flies fast.
I want to mute the drums again. Oops. I want to mute the drums. So I can show you this.
When you're always on the...
You see? Okay, so these are the automation points for panning, and that's what green is. The yellow is for automation on volume. So when you want the volume to change, the volume will go down here. These are basically like little minions inside the computer doing things for you as the song progresses, so you're not in there doing it manually. There's no way to really do it manually, but back in the older 20, 30 years ago, when they were using analog, they had to move those faders, and they had to time it. They had to practice moving that fader smoothly to get what they wanted. So like this green here, I started the start of the animation. So this is the bass line, and then I added this point here. That tells you this is the start of the automation point. So this is when it's going to start. So it's going to go pan. It's going to pan to the left, negative 20. It's going to pan to the right, left, right. See how it's up, down, up, down, up. And as I play it, you're gonna see this. This tells you where the pan is, where the volume is coming from, on what's left or right of the stereo field, basically. So as I play this, you're gonna see this move. This is right. This is right. Okay, so you're gonna see this move as the automation points change. So, here. So the right, it's gonna move to the left. See it? You saw it move? Okay, well, keep your eye here. It's gonna move again. There you go. And it's so easy to add these points. And then pan left. And then you're gonna see this. You're gonna see this volume move. You see it? You see it go down here? Yep. So automation is fantastic. It's so cool. I don't have automation on everything, but here you see I put automation here. Wherever you put it, at one point you have to like make sure it's everywhere the same spot. So like here I didn't want the transition to be super stark. I wanted it to fade out. So when you're fading out, you just add more automation points so that the volume decreases. I did have to use automation on the vocals, because sometimes the vocals were a little too hot, certain points, and certain points of the vocals were too quiet. So yeah. So yeah, that's automation. And yeah, the song was very fun, and I put it together, and the lyrics were probably the easiest thing to do first, because I wrote out the lyrics, and then I heard the kick drum first. I knew I wanted the kick drum to go. That's the first thing I heard when I was thinking what the drum beat was gonna be, and I knew it was gonna be upbeat song. Um, but yeah, I was just all for that one brief for that class assignment, and yeah, um, yeah, I'm thoroughly, and I love the overall message of the song too. I made sure to put the lyrics here so that when I'm singing it, I have the lyrics here. That's always important to have. Yeah, I think it's so amazing that we can create music like this, and everyone has some kind of something to say, you know? Like, we're also creative, and I can't tell me how many times I've come into this room and just sat down and I've been here for the whole day, you know? And just putting the song together. It just took me maybe, to lay things down, it took me maybe a couple weeks. And then the mixing and then rearranging and then editing, I think the mixing took like about a month maybe. Because I would come back to it and like, you hear the song over and over again. After a while, you need coffee beans for your ears. Yeah. And I didn't have no coffee beans though, so I was like, ooh, what you gonna do? Ooh, you better take a break. So I took a few weeks a break, and I was like, okay, the song's done. And I listened to it in the car, and I'm like, oh, it is not done. It is not done. And sometimes I can be a perfectionist, and sometimes you can overmix a song, and when you overmix, you just make it worse. So I figured, okay, when I would mix, I'll listen to it, and I'll just take a notepad, and I'll say, okay, turn vocals down, -1 dB, check the EQ on this. So I'll have this list, and then I'll fix everything on the list, and then I'll listen to it again, and if something else comes up, maybe a day or two later, I'll go back and make another list, and I'll just keep doing it until I have nothing else to fix, and then that's when I know I'm done mixing the song. And yeah, it came out pretty well. I'm satisfied with it. Yeah, I programmed the drums in. Oops. Anything else about this song? It's such an inspirational song, and you know, like I enjoy the message of it. Like, I listen to it and I'm like, wow, this is therapeutic for me. Even for me, it's therapeutic. Yeah, it was really cool. Thank you all for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed this little breakdown of the song and how I recorded it. And music is life, you know? It really is. And the fact that I can create a song from the comfort of my home and just dive into learning music production is just, everything. And I wake up in the morning and I'm just so thankful to have a computer, you know? I'm thankful for the gift of music and for studying, because I'll tell you, I've taken so many notes, so many copious amounts of notes on plugins and on recording and how to edit and like gain stage your tracks. And I created this little cheat sheet actually of whenever I start a song, I wrote down all the steps myself so I can have a guide, like step 1, step 2, all the way to step 15 on how to record a song from start to finish on GarageBand. Like step 1, I get all my notes here, the frequency ranges, on if your mix is too muddy or dark, if it's too harsh, where to make the cuts and boosts. Like, it's just beautiful, and I am in love. I fall in love with studying anything. Like, I enjoy it. This is a gift, and I am so grateful for it, and this is my happy place, honestly. I enjoy recording music and creating. And if you're interested in learning music production, I say go for it, you know? I say take the time and just do it. Okay, folks, you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for chilling with me. This has been great, and thank you for listening to the song. I'm glad you enjoy it. And yeah, let's go out and make some more music. I got some more music coming for you, so stay tuned. All right, till next time, folks. Bye.